Right, hello there everybody. Today it's going to be a bit of a spruce up and a rehouse for our geniculata, our giant Brazilian white knee. And yeah, she's had her youngsters and everything else, and we've been feeding her up a little bit, so we figure it's now time for her to have a new home. So we're going to make up a nice new clean fresh one for her. It's going to be going in the same size enclosure that she's coming out of, so we're literally just going to make this one up. This won't take but a couple of minutes. As we remember, we've got everything here that we need. And then, so what we do with these guys is there's all different conflicting stuff on the net about how you keep these, so I'm going to show you how I keep mine. So we've got a nice deep substrate there. You find these guys tend to be, when they're adult like she is, they tend to be out and about pretty much all the time, so they're fairly good. They're a very good display spider. Always out and about. Now I just put a little bit of moss in here because I find sometimes she does like to sit on the moss. I think it just gives her a little bit of something, I'm not quite sure what. Right, I'll put that down there, put that over there. Nice large water bowl. In there. Remember, we try and keep everything as simple as possible. There's no point overcomplicating everything. Now, temperature-wise, as you would have realised now, in this room, we sit around about 80 degrees. And that covers the vast majority of your spiders. So there's no need to get hung up on different temperatures. If we've got something that likes a little bit of extra heat, then we will move it higher up in the shelving, and that is enough for it. That gives it that little bit extra. I don't particularly like heat mats, heat cables, all of this. We've used all of these with the reptiles, but I don't particularly like them for the inverts and the spiders and what have you. I'm not a lover of it. So we stay away from that. Now then, here she is, she's up here. Now, as beautiful as she is a grumpy cow. So, what we're going to do, see she's in there now. Ideally, what I want to do now is I really would like to take this piece of bark out here because I want that, and we're going to transfer her old bit of bark into her new home. And there's two reasons for that. One is because I like it, and two, because it will give her something familiar. So we've got our trusty catch cup here. Here you go, look, here she goes, she's moving now already. So what we're going to do is we're just going to hopefully try and lift this up. Now, bearing in mind, these guys do kick hairs, which I personally are quite susceptible to hairs, which is another reason why I don't keep very many terrestrial spiders, or New World spiders I should say, because they tend to play havoc with me. What I want to do is I just want to get her feet off of here if I can without her having a go. There she goes. And I can slowly take this away without disturbing her. What we do is we just pick off any old bits of rubbish that's on it. No point having a nice new home if we're carrying all the rubbish, is there? What we do is we put this in here, just like we had it before. This will be like home from home to her. It'll all look the same. We'll have a little bit more moss. You notice she's still sitting there, she's quite happy. This is another good reason why it pays to keep your spider calm, because it gives you time to do whatever you need to do. Right, now this is the bit where she won't stay so calm. So what we're going to do now is we're going to catch her. Yes, I think what we'll do is we'll literally just catch her and move her over. I was considering walking her over, but the chances are she'll just get upset and flick hairs. So we'll cut straight to the chase and we'll literally just catch her. So all we do, nice and gently, come in right at the end. Nice and gently. You see we're touching her now. There we go. And you saw there that she had that last little tiny dig. Now then, we just pop this underneath. So there's a little bit of hair kick in there now. Only to be expected. That's a girl. See how heavy she is. Very, very heavy. So, there she is. She fills that tub, doesn't she? Look at that. Absolutely fills that tub. She is a beautiful spider. You'll also notice that, we'll pop her in here now. Always watch your fingers. There we go, we just release her gently onto the moss. And there we go. You see how calm and steady she stayed? Absolutely lovely. So that's her in her nice new home. I'll just pop this back up here. This will be ready for cleaning later. Now then, if we come down and have a quick look at her, we can see from the information that we got on her old tank that her egg sac was removed on the 28th of the 6th. So that was around about a month ago. 28th of the 6th, 7th, yeah, around about a month ago. And she laid that egg sac on the 30th of the 4th. So that's been 3 months since she laid her egg sac, and look at the amount of conditioning that she still carries in her abdomen. Now bearing in mind she has been feeding for the past month, but she is actually at a stage now where she's physically fit enough to breed again now. She's carrying enough weight and everything else. So we've looked at 3 months after producing an egg sac, we've carried probably 1,000 babies. In actual fact, you can have a quick look at them, because I can hold them for you. And here they are. I don't know if you can see them. Hang on a minute. There we go. Here they are. And we're just waiting for these guys to molt out. They're taking forever. So yeah, there you go. One very simple, quick and easy rehouse. And as you can see, take your time, get yourself prepared. There's no dramas. She was as good as gold. Really, really good. And as we said before in the beginning, with the husbandry of these, we're keeping these around about 80 degrees. They do like a reasonable amount of humidity, although with this tank, as you can see, it's got an entirely meshed lid on it. So it's important that we keep up with our humidity, because obviously the room, it dries out. Unlike a glass tank, where it holds its humidity really well, but your airflow is very poor. With these, it just means we have to stay on top of the humidity a little bit more, so we spray a little bit more. But apart from that, these guys are very simple, very easy to keep. All right then, so hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that's given you a few tips on how to deal with these guys and how to look after them. Don't forget, be calm, be gentle, and love your spider. See you soon.